Hey, if you have a cancer diagnosis, I want to talk to you, and I want to talk to you about the stress of feeling stuck. So, regardless of what type of treatment plan or protocol you're doing, we sometimes get to that, or a lot of times get to that point where we just aren't sure if what we're doing is what we're supposed to be doing. We have that level of uncertainty that creates a level of fear that in turn raises our stress levels that just aren't good for us. Stress, if left unchecked or uncared for, raises our blood pressure, messes with our digestion, interferes with our hormone production, makes it all out of whack, in turn affecting our sleep, our relationships, our mood, everything. So that's something that's pretty high up on the level of priority when we're talking about recovering from a cancer diagnosis. But what if we just don't know if what we're doing is the right thing for us in particular, for you as an individual? There is no one-size-fits-all program that's going to work for you or for anybody else who has a cancer diagnosis. So taking a fingers crossed approach and hoping that what you're doing is the right thing to be doing for you, that's dangerous. And it's not going to lead you to the other side that you're trying to get to. So we want to make sure we're being very specific. Stress comes in all different forms and from all different angles. We've got so many people that care and love for us, and they're constantly going to be throwing out different ideas, different techniques, different programs, protocols, services, resources, information, doctors, clinics, programs from all over the world, very well meaning, but that's overwhelming to somebody who's trying to sort through all that information and trying to figure out what's what and what is going to work for me. We have to have faith in what we're doing. We have to have belief in what we're doing, that it's going to work for us. So when we feel like we're being rushed into specific crisis care, traditionally the conventional system rushes us through everything in a very fear-based type of a setting. It doesn't feel good, and that's very stressful. Like I said, it creates those cascade of emotions and processes in the body that just don't work for us. Creating more inflammation in the body is going to create more cancer. So when somebody says that stress creates or leads to the spread of cancer, that's how that happens. So I want to invite you to the Change Cancer live event. It's a quest for a paradigm shift in the way that we treat cancer. We have to look for individual approaches. No matter if you're doing conventional, which is the mainstream type of a treatment, or if we're doing natural, more herbal, safe, gentle, non-toxic, in nature inspired therapies, or if we're meeting somewhere in the middle to have an integrative approach, we need to know for certain that what we're doing is working for us as an individual. And we need to take the stress out of that by having a team, a healing team that has us in the center of the plan, that's patient-centered, with taking a holistic approach. The mind, the body, the spirit, the soul, you as a whole entire being. We cannot take the crisis care management, which is the medicine pharmaceutically based only approach to eliminating the cancer. There is root causes for why this developed, and we need to find out what that is and figure out ways to eliminate it and to reverse the effects that has created in your system, in your body, that led to a cancer diagnosis. So at this Change Cancer live event, we're gathering at the Kinergy Center in Wyandotte, Michigan, and we have integrative oncologists, functional medicine doctors, natural-minded nurses, and practitioners from all over, not just here in the United States, who are here to share supportive wisdom with you. We're here to open up a whole new world of supportive care that you may not be familiar with. We are on the side of cancer support and treatment that helps to eliminate the stress by being specific, by supporting you as a whole being and taking a very individualized approach to your cancer treatment. We want to make sure that what you're doing is in alignment with your values and your core beliefs, because if it's not, if you're fighting against the very treatment that's supposed to be getting rid of this disease, it's not going to work. You have to be working hand in hand alongside your treatment to eliminate this disease that is calling for your attention in your body. Cancer is a message to tell you that some things have gone wrong and you need to pay attention to them. By way of treatment, per these doctors and these clinics that are going to be presenting to you, they're going to give you an overall view of what it's like to receive treatment in an integrative type setting with holistic minded practitioners who are working with you to make sure this is right for you, so that you don't ever have to feel stuck or wonder or worry if what you're doing is right for you. They're going to make sure that that's right. I'm going to be there talking about cannabis plant therapy and explaining to you how that works, how we incorporate that into your cancer treatment. What is cannabis? What is your endocannabinoid system, and how does that play into a cancer diagnosis? Whether or not you have cancer, this is a very important event for anybody to be in, because we're all going to be affected by it in some way. The world's been crazy for over 1.5 years now, and we have been stressed out to the max. The fear, the uncertainty, the chaos, the division is creating a depression in our immune systems. And if we don't dig our claws into that and start to create healthier environments in our emotional and psychological state of being, all of that emotional chaos is going to embed itself into our tissues, into the weakest link in your body. And that's going to be a contributor to cancer. What people are dealing with today are going to be future cancer diagnoses that we need to pay attention to now. So that is preventative medicine, so to speak. So I want to invite you Friday, September 17th. We're going to start at 10 a.m. We're going to end at 4:20. We're also going to do a screening of Andy Wakefield's latest documentary. It's called 1986, The Act. Very, very, very appropriate for today's time and what we're experiencing and what is being forced upon us. We'll talk more about it then. We're going to have actually a Q&A session with a functional medicine doctor from here in Michigan. So if you have any questions, please reach out to me here on Facebook or via email, info@thetaliving.com, THETA living.com. And I want to see you there. I hope to see you there. You can get tickets at www.thetaliving.com. It's the Change Cancer Live event. It happens once a year, and this year is unlike any other years. I hope to see you there. It's a very different approach that we're taking this year, and I would be honored to spend the day with you. So any questions, let me know. Otherwise, I hope to see you on Friday the 17th.